Well, Monica, we are under a severe thunderstorm watch right now. This is the whole area that's in yellow here. And you pretty much know if you were out and about this afternoon, you heard and you felt that wind, and you definitely saw the showers, the thunderstorms, and the frequent lightning associated with these storms. Now, this line, we still are under the gun until 8 p.m. This is where this watch is still going to be affecting us. Now, looking at our 41 Skyview camera, already Monroe County has seen some showers already, but here in Bibb County, it just has lightened up here as a few minutes ago because it was still on the heavy side. Now for Lawrence County, you're still seeing some sunshine, and that concerns me because when you see a lot of sunshine like that, you can rest assured that you're still going to deal with these storms that are going to have some punch to it.
Now, your 41 NBC AccuWeather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Welcome back. We are still monitoring these storms that are moving through the area at this time. Now, associated with these storms, you have to watch out because we have the possibility of small hail, damaging winds, and with the environments, with it being so humid, you can also experience 1 or 2 spin-up tornadoes. So that's why we are really on top of these storms. This is why we are under a severe thunderstorm watch for the area. Now, looking live at our 41 Skyview camera over Forsyth, brought to you by Volume Chevrolet, you still have those clouds. We're having a break in the showers right now, but we're still under the gun pretty much. Now it's 70 degrees, it feels like 68, the humidity 88%. Dew point is still up there at 66 degrees, and the winds are west-northwest 14 miles per hour with gusts up to 26. Now looking around the region here, most of our temperatures are in the mid to upper 70s. If you're in the north, this is where all the showers have already moved through. As you go down to the south, those temperatures are still in the mid to upper 80s throughout. So again, we're still got a few more hours. Now, what you need to know, the strong storms are on the move through the area. Some of them can be severe, but once we get those storms out of here, we will have dry and less humid conditions for your Saturday. Now, the rainfall totals so far over the past 24 hours, almost an inch for Macon and a little over a half an inch in Forsyth, but again, all the other areas are a trace. That will change shortly. Now, for your evening planner, I would say stay indoors for right now because 6 p.m. we'll have partly cloudy conditions, 77, and will remain partly cloudy up until midnight, but those temperatures will be at 65 degrees. Now, the heat index, again, it feels like you can see it, 86, 87 for Soperton, 88 for McRae. You can see where it already has started to rain. Those numbers are starting to come down. You notice it's 58% humidity versus 78. Now, also those dew points, very important. We notice that they're still up there. They're still in the upper 60s to low 70s. But once we finally get that push, those numbers will come down. Now, the Storm Prediction Center still has us under a slight risk. That's 2 out of 5 for severe weather. But areas to the east are in an enhanced risk. That's level 3 out of 5. Now, for future wind gusts, they're going to be up there 15 to 25 miles per hour, but they'll start to abate once everything settles down. But we'll still have some breezy conditions for your Saturday, anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now, putting Futurecast into motion, you'll notice by 10 p.m., if things start to clear out, temperatures are starting to feel a little more comfortable. For Saturday morning, we'll start out in the low 60s, and then we'll get up into the 70s to low 80s with the winds shifting out of the north instead of the south, and things will be a lot more refreshing. And even into Sunday, we will have your 7-day forecast in about 10 seconds. Here's your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast, sponsored by Volume Chevrolet. We will have breezy conditions for your Saturday. We'll get up to a very pleasant 83 degrees. We'll be going down to about 62 on Sunday, and we'll have sunshine all across the board up until next week. Even in the Thursday, that's when it'll start to get a little uncomfortable in terms of humidity.
Honestly, it is a really nice forecast to start seeing this rain come out of your forecast. It has been so miserable just seeing gray every single day.
I got tired of putting up there dreary.
Right, it's depressing. So it's nice to see the rain kind of heading out, but those 90s, I mean, you kind of have to pick your battle. I think I'd take the warm temperatures over the rain.
I agree.
Okay, we'll see what happens. All right, after the break, Tucker Sargent joining us with a look at what we're working on for 41 NBC News at 5. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Now, your 41 NBC AccuWeather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Welcome back. Here's a live look at our 41 NBC radar. And as you can tell, these are the storms that we have been tracking early this afternoon. They have been moving through the area to the extreme east. They've been running about 35 miles per hour, so they've been moving pretty quickly, but they have a lot of punch to them. The yellow area that you see here, that is a severe thunderstorm watch for the area. The good news is some of those warnings have come off our northern counties for the most part, but still the southeast is still under the gun. Now, looking live at our 41 Skyview camera over Dublin, you can see these clouds right now. They're moisture laden, and it looks like you see a little bit of rain that's trying to get formulated here. Even though we do have some sun, it's looking pretty ominous out there. It's 72 degrees, and the humidity is way up there at 90%, and that dew point is equally high as well, 70 degrees, and the wind is north-northwest at 9 miles per hour. Now, looking at those numbers, you can see we are mainly in the mid to upper 70s, so it has come down quite a bit because of the showers and storms that have already moved through, because we were in the 80s a little bit earlier. Now, as you can tell, areas such as Soperton and McRae and Abbeville are still in the 80s because that line has not passed yet. Now, this is what you need to know. We have those strong storms. They continue to be on the move. They can be severe, and once they pass, for our Saturday, we're looking forward to some dry and less humid conditions. Now, the rainfall over the past 24 hours, anywhere from just shy of an inch to a trace in some areas, but for the most part, we're looking at a little over a quarter of an inch down to our south. Now, for your evening plans, by 7 p.m., we will have partly cloudy conditions, 76. By 10, we still keep the partly cloudy conditions around 68. And then 1 a.m., mostly clear, 63 degrees. And looking at that heat index, you can see it's starting to abate. But notice down at McRae here is at 90. So they still have some time before those storms move through. The humidity is beginning to come down a bit. Warner Robins is at 73, whereas earlier it was up to about 81. Dew points are still up there, but we still have another bit of time before that front really comes through and really knocks those dew points down into the lower 60s and the upper 50s. Now, we're still under, the Storm Prediction Center still has our area under enhanced risk here to our southeast, this area right here. But for the most part, we're still in the level 2, which is a slight risk. Now, for our future wind gusts, that's ranging anywhere from about 12 to about 16 miles per hour. That's going to pick up a bit for your Saturday as well. And then they'll start to die down late Saturday night into Sunday. So winds will really start to calm down. Now, future casts, as I just skipped past it, that cold front will move through and we will have very refreshing conditions. Now, hour by hour, 75 by 6 p.m., then by midnight 65, and then by 4 a.m. we get down to about 60 degrees. For tonight, clearing skies, much cooler, 58. I'll have your 7-day forecast in about 10 seconds.
Every new Volume Chevrolet comes with our exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty, 24-hour roadside assistance, and oil changes for life.
Volume Chevrolet.
Here's your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast, sponsored by Volume Chevrolet. We're looking at breezy conditions for your Saturday, but temperatures will only be up to 83. Sunday, more of the same, just a little warmer, less breezy. And then next week, we start to gradually warm up.